So now in this video I have a couple LEDs here wired for forward bias. There's also a forward bias though rectifier diode right there. So I'm gonna give it some extra protection in case we accidentally wire the power backwards. So you can see both LEDs are about the same brightness. I've used this one before. This one I just grabbed out of the kit. And I don't think it's going to be doing so well at the end of this video. But in any case, we are going to put the reverse voltage. And I think 18 volts is enough damage to damage a LED, indicator LEDs like this, if you wire it reverse bias right there. So we don't see any current flowing through there, but I'm pretty sure there's a bit trickling through there. These are 2,200 ohm resistors, by the way, which I think is probably the minimum you want to protect it from 18 volts. I didn't do the math, but I'm assuming that is close to the minimum value you want to use. So there we go, and it looks like it's about the same brightness right there. So I'm going to turn the power off and yank those resistors out. So we have 10K resistors here, and I'm going to quickly plop them in because I'm going to raise the voltage. So there we go. And this one here directly, we're going to go to 30 volts. And I believe, again, I didn't do the math, that with 10K resistors, the maximum you want to go up to, and it looks like this one's dimmer right now, but I believe 10K will be the minimum resistance we'll want to protect these LEDs from 30 volts. And 30 volts is the maximum that this power supply can go to. And so the power is on and they are off. So let's raise it to 30 volts right there. And now I'm just going to put the power back in the proper direction. And I'm going to guess that one's going to be really dim because the other one I was using was dim, but it was already dimmer than the one on top before. And yeah, looks like it might be a bit dimmer. I think we did some damage, but the best way we can find out is by wiring them with 5 volts 220 ohm resistors and seeing how much current goes through with the multimeter. So now I got the power supply set to 5 volts right there. If we're powering both LEDs, I think we would get to about 30 milliamps of current, but we're only going to measure one at a time, so will probably be like 15 milliamps of current, unless this one is lower because it is damaged. And so all I have to do is set the meter to milliamps. Red probe stays there unless we're going to measure high current, which we are not. And I believe this will go up to 600 milliamps of current. So this is a pretty simple video. I'll mention some extra stuff. So we just got to complete the circuit there. They aren't completed, and 13 milliamps is what I was pretty much expecting right there. So these are 220 ohm resistors. I swapped them out. So now if the current is lower on this one, that tells me that it sustained damage. It's brand new, and it I didn't get a good grip right there. There we go. It is lower, as you can see right there. So I think it did sustain damage in that testing, and I don't know why I'm getting such bad readings right there. There we go. Now I got a good connection. Looks like just my connection problems, but I don't have a problem with that one. So maybe this is in a bad spot. Let's try swapping them. And so, in any case, I know this isn't exciting stuff, but the reverse protection, it's good to know if you need it or not. With that rectifier down. There you go. Yeah, it looks like K13. It was just a spot right there. And yeah, we're not getting as good a connection right there. This is a cheap board, so if I did my higher quality board, I think we would have done better. So, in any case, this video actually disproved the main thing I wanted to prove. I wanted to prove that the reverse voltage will damage the LEDs, but as long as you have a protective resistor of enough value for that voltage, it looks like it won't actually damage it. But if you do have something where reverse power voltage might damage it, you want a rectifier diode that is forward bias with the load. So you would connect it that way in this case over here, and then powering it towards the negative supply. And this will block up to 50 volts, this particular rectifier diode. So, in any case, wasn't exciting as I hoped, but I hope you still enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out all the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.